Hey there guys, and welcome to this sort of soft-spoken, rambly video. Now, I did say I would do a tapping video this week or for the next video, but I like doing binaural or ear-to-ear tapping videos. And I haven't got a second mic at the minute. The cable that I normally use isn't working very well, which is why I did the other video, like single mic as well. So as soon as I get that sorted, we'll be back to ear and hopefully doing videos more regularly. I said I'd do another video on the Tuesday after the last video, but as I explained in the last video, motivation is a problem. If you haven't watched that video and you've missed it and you're wondering why I haven't been about recently, then I'll leave the link in the description and you can go check that out. Disclaimer, it's not a super happy video, which is what I want this to be, the polar opposite of. I want this video to be happier, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think I'm putting that across. But in this video I just wanted to sort of bring a nice relaxing vibe and talk about some good things that have been going on and some of the things I've been getting up to, because I haven't just been sat in my room feeling sorry for myself and feeling down. I've actually been getting out and doing a lot of things. So I thought I'd start with what I'm wearing actually. One of the main reasons as to why I haven't been able to upload, probably bar the reasons, I've got a new job. Now I actually work in a garage. I can't remember if I've mentioned this in a video previously, but I work in a garage and my shift pattern, it's not really a pattern, I get given random days, but my shifts are always 3 in the afternoon until 10 at night. Now I'd rather have a morning shift, but these are the shifts I'm getting right now. So it means that I wake up in the morning and I get that sort of morning to afternoon, early-ish afternoon slot to try and have a social life and do things I want to do before I go to work. And then by the time I finish work, it's around about 10:30 once I'm home. And that can either go to one of two ways. I can either be full of energy, ready to do things, or ready to go to bed. But yeah, my shifts haven't been ideal for creating videos, which has been a shame, and hopefully that can change. This job is only a stopgap. I don't want this to be my job full time. It's not exactly a dream job for me. But bar working, having a new job, I've been exploring and adventuring a lot. By adventuring and exploring, I mean going on really big drives, like 200-mile drives, going to find new places. Now I go with Biscuit. Biscuit comes with me in the car, and we adventure. We find drives in the mountains to be fun. We go on walks around these little villages that we end up finding. Went down to a place called Bristol, which is a good 4.5-hour drive from where I live. So we went for the day and got some food and got this 5 Nights at Freddy thing, and then drove back. But we're doing these things to try and escape real and escape things in general, things that we just don't want to have to put up with, but we're sort of having to put up with because of where we are. Basically, there's not a lot going where we live. It's not very great. It's not a great place. So we explore a lot and we get out and we have a really good time. There's a place or an area called Snowdon National Park, and the roads there are beautiful. They really are beautiful, and you can drive all through the mountains. And there's loads of little town, like more villages really, within the sort of mountains. So we end up getting lost in there, but we're never truly lost. We always have a way of getting back. We always have somewhat of a plan. So I tend to be the driver. I am the driver. So I do the driving, and then Biscuit does the navigating and tells me to go left, right, straight ahead, and we just see what we can see. So I've been doing that a lot, and it's been helping just everything. I've been having such a good time. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of driving with Biscuit. We went to see, with a couple of people, we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which is a really good film, by the way. If you like the first one, I definitely should suggest seeing the second one. The soundtrack I really enjoyed a lot. A lot of people prefer soundtrack 1, but for me, soundtrack 2 or volume 2 or the soundtrack from the second film, I think I preferred a little bit more my taste. But of course the comedy is still there, if not maybe a bit more from what I can remember. I've only seen the first film once, maybe twice, but the second one just has so many moments that just make you actually laugh out loud. So I've been trying to do more social things like that, coming sort of away from the social stuff but still being social. So me and Biscuit share a lot of favourites, and we're very similar with tastes. So we've been going to bookstores a lot. A place called Waterstones. Now I don't know if that's an international bookstore, but it is a bookstore. And the book I've just picked up, I've realised I didn't get from Waterstones. I picked up, I did say I was going to do a review on this. I can't remember if I did or not. I don't think I did. But I picked up The Call a while back. But it's just an example of, books. But so I've been doing a lot of reading, which is what I'm trying to say. And at the minute I'm reading a book called Bird Box, which is sort of like, it's a psychological horror thing. It's quite creepy. Without giving anything away, I can't really give anything away because nothing's been given away to me. Right, I'll just read you the blurb, and you can take from it what you can or what you will. Most people ignored the outrageous reports on the news, but they became too frequent. They became too real, and soon they began happening down the street. Then the internet died. The television and radio went silent. The phone stopped ringing, and we couldn't look outside anymore. so that's like the mini blurb on the back. There's one on the inside. Mallory raises the children the only way she can, indoors. The house is quiet, the doors are locked, the curtains are closed, mattresses are nailed over the windows. They are out there. The children sleep in the bedroom across the hall. Soon she will have to wake them. Soon she will have to blindfold them. Today they will chance it. Today they must leave the house. Now, I got that book from a shop called Forbidden Planet. Again, don't know if it's international or not, but it sells geeky memorabilia, game stuff, comics, graphic novels, things like that, collectibles. And I picked that up. Biscuit told me to pick it up, and I did. I gave it a little read, and that was it. Hooked. But I'm about halfway through it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the pace of it, the pacing of it. But as I said, not a lot has been given away to me. Now, if you feel like picking it up, I suggest doing it. It's worth a read. I want to do a review on it. I'm going to review The Call first. And I was thinking of maybe doing, a spoiler-free and a spoiler video of them. Not so much spoiler, just one where there will probably be spoilers. But you watch that, if you decide that you don't care, or if you've read it and you want my take on it. But at the minute I'm feeling Bird Box would only really, for like the spoiler-free side, would be quite a short video, and I'm hoping by the time I finish the book, like just a review on it would be quite fun to do. It'll be longer, of course, but more gripping, more interesting to watch. It's quite hard to avoid spoilers about books you enjoy because you just want to blurt out everything. But no, I'd quite like to do that. So besides driving a lot and exploring and adventuring and watching some films and reading good books, what else have I been doing? Eating good food. I've actually had a sort of change in diet as well. I've recently become a vegetarian, to a degree. I'm not a vegetarian for, I don't know how you'd explain it. Not for the animal rights. Of course, I believe in animal rights. Animal testing is a big no-no. Things like that, but it's not, you know what I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. It just makes me come across as a bit of a dick. But I'm doing it for more health reasons, basically, to try and cut down on the temptation to eat bad food, and get more, green into me, different types of proteins, things like that, try and push myself to eat a bit better. So I've recently become a vegetarian, to a degree, as I said. I eat a little bit of meat if we're going to, say, Pizza Hut. Now Pizza Hut has a terrible vegetarian choice. They've got maybe 3 or 4 pizzas over here that are vegetarian friendly, which is a pain, a real pain. But so I decided to go for like a Philly cheesesteak pizza, which has a bit of meat on it, but it's mainly like cheeses and onions and peppers. So I didn't feel too bad. I didn't go for like the meat feast. So I actually came up with a name. I don't know if there's an official name for somebody who eats more like a vegetarian and avoids meat where they can. But yeah, I'm avoiding meat where I can and when I can, as best I can. If I don't need to eat meat, I won't have the meat. I'll have a substitute instead. And then eventually I would like to completely cut out meat. So that's good. I suppose that's a positive lifestyle choice. I'm also in the market to move out. I have mentioned this in the past, I believe, about moving out and things. But me and Biscuit are actually trying to move out and find a place just to get out of real and have, just better life, really. The independence and start living in the way that we really want to live. Not saying that living here is a bad thing, because obviously at home I have a really good standard of living compared to a lot of people, I suppose. But 23, need a place now. I'd like to get my own place, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to take all the positive steps to get to where we want to get. In terms of gaming, I've not been doing an awful lot of my usual gaming because it's not been interesting me as much. Normally I'd be pretty content with sitting in my chair in front of my TV, playing Horizon 3, playing card games, things like that, but they've not really tickled my fancy. So we've been playing, I'm playing through Legend of K, which is a PlayStation 2 game, and it's been brought onto PlayStation 4. It's been brought to PlayStation 3 as well. I know it's been brought to PlayStation 4 as a remaster, so it looks a lot better and plays a lot better. I say plays a lot better. The controls still pretty terrible, but you can change the camera to make it smoother. But the gameplay's really good. It's that old school level based fight 'em up slash platformer slash cat game. You play as a cat called K, and it's just a really good old school game, but extremely difficult, and I'm trying to platinum the game with the help of Biscuit. So I've been doing that. I'm playing. I've not been on it for a little while, but I'm going through Heavy Rain. I've got Beyond Two Souls to play. I want to pick up Until Dawn. Been playing the Walking Dead games. I'm trying to get more story-based, story-driven games into my thing, into my gaming life, instead of just sitting and doing the same repetitive driving and shooting and driving and shooting. Because although it's good to burn off a bit of steam and do games like that, play games like that, I find that, especially with the fact that I've been doing a lot more reading than I ever used to, that story-driven games that have a good story, bar the Legend of K, which has awful dialogue. I'm enjoying games with good dialogue. So yeah, normal sort of Battlefield, Battlefront and Horizon haven't quite hit that spot, whereas these games with good objectives, good goals, good story, good dialogue, they've been taking my fancy and been gripping me more. So everything I'm trying to do is like having a positive effect, And even just thinking about it, the fact that I'm doing more, I'm getting out more, I'm adventuring more, and I have this person to help me do all of these things. It's just it's like just weight off my shoulders. It's like everything just feels easier. You know, that makes sense to me. Don't know if it makes sense to you. I think it does. I don't think it was that difficult. But, you know, I'm doing things I'm enjoying, and because of it, I'm feeling better about myself and life and things. So it's good. Positive steps. Taking positive steps. And with these positive steps, hopefully, we'll be back on track to doing this more. With moving out, hopefully getting a new job with that moving out, be able to find more time to do this. I've not touched my PayPal at all. All the money raised on TAD has stayed in PayPal. I'm not touching it because it's going on lighting. As I said, it's not going on anything else but the equipment for the channel. And if it's not even crossed my mind to spend it on other things that, if I'm honest, could have been used, like going to Pizza Hut. Could have just transferred the money, but no. It's, although I'm having trouble with motivation right now, I still have everything that I want to do. All of the goals I still have all up here, and I know that I can still achieve these goals. And you guys have helped me get these goals into my head. You guys have helped me reach the goals I've achieved. You helped me with my first subscriber, my 10, 100, 500,000, 2,000, 5,000, not quite at 10,000, which caused problems, but bleh. In fact, actually, while I have my computer here, we'll have a very quick, unabridged look, or unedited look at how many subscribers I've actually got. There we go. That guy, new tab. Okay, so we're at 9,388. I wasn't expecting the growth to be very big, if I'm honest, because I haven't been uploading videos regularly for it's got to be close to 2 months. 2 months. So, I still have these goals, and I still plan on achieving these goals. But with everything I've been doing, I just realised I'm playing with my hair. Make it all pretty again. I've gone back to the floppy to the side look. Oh God, what I've done now. Everything I'm doing now, all of the good things, the adventures, the reading, spending time with good people, it's all helping. And hopefully we'll get back on track. I'm sorry for taking another sort of week-long break, a bit longer than a week, I think. I didn't is that a train? That's a train. I think that's a train. I'm not too sure. There's a sound going on in the background. I think it was a train. Again, I'm sorry for taking another little short break between the last video and this video. But I know a lot of you did send support and told me to come back when I can. I still want to reply to all the comments. There are a lot of comments. It's got to be close to 150 comments now I've got to reply to. But I will do it. I'm going to do it. You know I will. You know I will. You know I will. It's my thing. It's my thing. Replying to comments is my thing. You know it is. You know it is. I still see the comments. Somebody messaged me saying that I may have skimmed past the comments. No, I see the comments. I see everybody's comments. If I don't reply to you, it's nothing personal at all. It's nothing personal. I'm not ignoring your comment. At the minute, there can be 3 reasons. One, I can't reply to the comment because of settings. Two, there we go. 2, I just genuinely haven't seen the comment, which has happened a few times. Or 3, again with the motivation, although I very much appreciate every comment I get, I really, really enjoy reading the comments. The motivation to sit down and reply to a lot of comments might not be there, and it can be a struggle. So bear with me. I read them all, so keep sending them in, and I will eventually get to doing it. I will eventually get around to replying to all of them again. What I'm probably going to end up doing what I'm probably going to end up doing is having a little bit of munch, a little bit of food, a drink, and just sitting and replying to all of them. Hopefully, in the same way as I used to. You send me a paragraph, I'll send you a paragraph, because I don't. Sometimes it can warrant, if it's like a hateful comment, I won't reply to a paragraph of hate with a paragraph of I don't cares. But if you send me like a nice paragraph, I won't just, fob off this nice paragraph with a quick thank you. I will reply to each part of the actual comment. If there are different points, I'll try and reply to every point. So hopefully, when I come to replying to all of the 100+ comments I have, hopefully I can reply in the same way to all of them. Because just a quick thank you, although it's still heartfelt, and I genuinely mean it when I say thank you. Sometimes, it's not quite enough. Whereas other times, if you just say like nice, or great video, you'll get a thank you, or thank you, glad you like the video. It's all heartfelt. They may seem like a copy and paste, but they're not a copy and paste. They're all typed out properly, like me with fingers, typey. I don't copy and paste comments. I don't have a list of like pre-typed out comments to copy paste depending on the comment itself. I reply to every comment personally. So when I say thank you, I mean it. So I'm going to do all of that. I've got a lot of admin to do for this channel. It's like basically a lot of typing, a lot of replying and answering questions, comments. I might have a few personal messages left. I'm going to have a quick look again while we're actually here. I won't read any out because private ones tend to be private for a reason. So yeah, we have got a few of you have sent some nice messages, and I will reply to these. Actually, after I finish recording this video in a minute, I am going to have a quick read of these. I may not reply to them right now. I'm absolutely starving. I know it's midnight, but I need a little snack before I've not eaten properly all day. I had some food before I went to work, but I've not actually had anything from 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon up until now, so I'm a bit peckish. So I'm going to grab a little drink and grab a bit of food, probably go to bed, edit this video tomorrow, which would be Monday, hopefully get it out for Tuesday. So if you're seeing this Tuesday, then yeah, you know, the plan went ahead. If you're seeing it Monday, then we went super quick and got it done extra quick. If you're seeing it Wednesday, then, you know, plans didn't go ahead. But either way, you're seeing it on a day because the video is done. I've also found the makeup tutorial that I did back in university that uses I can't speak tonight. I also found the video I did back in university of my flatmate putting on a load of makeup, putting a load of makeup on me. So that's still coming. Was it Michael? Jordan Cobb. Did you ask for it? Were you the one really excited for it? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But anyway, I want to get that video done too. Right. Oh, I'm also writing a book. It's not like a big, big fancy published book. It's basically me bitching about life. It's not like a journal, although it is like a journal. It's if you were to read it, it would be readable as a book, like a comedic sort of rambling about life. Yeah, so I'm in the middle of writing one of those, which is good. I'm also typing it up, so maybe in the future, I'm obviously not going to make any promises because it might turn out to be awful and just be a good way for me to vent, but I am doing a book. It's called The Ramblings of an Idiot. It doesn't sound very original, I'm guessing, but just the first thing that popped in my head. Yeah, that's the last thing I'm going to ramble about, the last thing I'm going to talk about. I hope you've enjoyed this video, even without me being able to talk. And some of the things that may or may not have been cut. You definitely didn't hear any of the sneezing, I hope. Not from me. My dad sneezes a lot. He has proper sneezing fits. 7 sneezes in a row. All the way to 10 the other night. And I thought my head, my lungs, everything was falling apart. It was awful. I couldn't stop sneezing. But anyway, stop rambling. I'm going to bed. No, I'm getting food. I'm getting food and I'm getting a drink. That's what I'm doing. I will see you all very soon. We're all looking up from here. Chin up and all that. Good times. I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye. 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 Yeah, the old ending. I haven't forgotten my roots and my stuff. I'll see you all soon.